Hey guys, and welcome to another tutorial video. We are once again on the e-commerce builder app by Magento, and today we're going to go over on how to set up your payment methods and also your shipping methods for your store. So first off, you're going to go on Open Admin. Over here to open Magento, it's going to take you to the dashboard over here. You're going to go down to Stores, click on that, go to Configuration. Once you're here, you're going to go scroll down to Sales and go all the way over to Shipping Settings. On this page over here, it is where you're going to set up the origin for your shipping. This page is pretty self-explanatory. You just have all this information that you need to fill out where your item is being shipped from. And over here, if you want a shipping policy, you can select yes and write it down over here. If not, you can select no. And once you fill out this information, you're going to save your configuration. Once we save it, we're going to go down to multi-shipping settings. And over here is where you can allow shipping to multiple addresses. And also, you can allow a maximum quantity for shipping to multiple addresses. So basically, if someone buys over 100 items, it is not going to allow them to ship to multiple addresses. If you guys don't want it, you can just unselect this use system value over here and select no, and then it will cancel this option over here. If yes, you can just select yes and save it over here. Once you save it, we are going to go down to shipping methods. And on this page over here, you're going to find all the shipping methods that are available with Magento. First off, we're going to have flat rate. And what this is basically a flat rate that you're going to charge per item or per order for shipping. And first off, you can enable or disable it. If you want to not have one, you can also do that. You can select a title and a method name. And this method name over here, just think of it as a little description for the title. It's basically what it is. It will show on the same page underneath it. And you can also select if you want the flat rate to be per item, per order, or also none. If you select none, this price will not be charged, and the only thing that will be charged for your flat rate will be your handling fee. So if you have a handling fee of $1 and you select none over here, the customer will only be charged the $1. And you can also change the handling fee to be a percentage or a fixed price. I'm just going to leave it a fixed price for now. And next up, you're going to see the displayed error message. If some customer decides to select the flat rate and it's not available, this little message will show up. And over here you have the ship to applicable countries. You can select to specific countries if you want, or we can just leave it all allowed countries. And just to remember, you guys, this all allowed countries goes back to the general and general area where you set that up, the all allowed countries, and what countries are allowed to view your website. So next up, you're going to see the show method if not applicable. You can select yes or no. I'm just going to leave it a no. And sort order is just the order of your shipping methods that is going to show on your website. You can just leave it like that. Next up, we have free shipping. So free shipping is basically kind of the same layout as the flat rate. The only thing that is a little different is the minimum order amount, where you have to put a minimum amount for your customer to purchase for the shipping to be free. For example, if I put 50 over here, your customer would have to buy $50 worth of products to get free shipping. And the rest is pretty much the same. We're going to go down over here to table rates. And over here on table rates, you guys can also see that it's kind of similar to the other ones. The only thing that is different is the condition over here, where you can set price versus destination, weight versus destination, or number of items versus destination. It's just a way to calculate the shipping amount, or the shipping price, I mean. You can select this again, and you can also select the handling fee. For example, I'm just going to put $1. And just remember, guys, that the handling fee is per order and not per item. So it doesn't matter if the person buys a lot of items. If it's only one order, it will be only $1 in this example for the handling fee. And down over here, you got the same stuff as before. We're going to go back over here, close this one. And over here, once you click on Magento shipping, you're going to see that it's kind of different from the rest of them. You actually need to request a shipping account for you to start using this. Once you do, they will send you the information that you need to fill this out. You can see that you can enable it over here. You can select the title again. You can select the enable API login. You can select the yes or no. If you said no, only API errors will be logged. Just keep that in mind. You can also select the API endpoint. Your account ID will come over here, and the API token will come over here. Once you do that, you can also select yes for the collection points checkout. If you do, you can need to select the countries that are applicable for the collection of points. If not, you don't need to worry about that. Over here is the same thing as before, the ship to applicable countries, or you can select the specific countries if you want, or just leave the all allowed countries. Next up, you can select if this method will show. If you select to not use this, you can just leave it at no. It doesn't really have a point to put a yes if this method is not applicable. So let's just leave it at no. You can select the display error message, and the sort order is basically the same thing. We're just going to leave it at default. So next up, we have UPS. You can enable it or disable it over here. You can select a type. If you select this type over here with the UPS XML, you're gonna need an access license number. If you don't have one or you don't know what this is, you can just leave it at the default. So it's just gonna look like this. Over here, you need to change this for live account if you want to use it. This means that you have a live account. This gateway URL is what UPS is the URL that UPS has to calculate your shipping. Over here in the title, you can change this to UPS just because not a lot of people know the actual name for UPS. So yeah, you can just leave it at UPS. The package request type is if your package is going to be divided. For example, if someone buys a lot of items and the shipping needs to be divided in two, they will send one request to divide to equal weight for UPS. You can select that. The container is just the packaging that you want to ship your items in. I'm just going to leave it at customer packaging. The destination type, we're just going to leave it residential just because most retail stores are for residential areas. The weight unit, you can leave it at pounds. The maximum package weight, you can select one over here. It's always going to be in pounds too. The pickup method is where you're going to basically drop off your items or they're going to come pick up. You can select that. I'm just going to put a customer counter. Over here, the minimum package weight, you can select the minimum package weight for you. And you can also have a handling fee. And on this one, you can select the handling fee per order or per package. I'm just going to leave it per order, set it up like that. And I'm going to put $1 for the handling fee. And over here, we have the allowed methods for shipping. You can unselect this and select the ones that you want if you just want a couple of them. If not, you can just select the default and leave all of them. Down over here, you're going to see the free shipping method that you can enable or disable. If you disable it, that little pop-up will disappear. This is the minimum amount that someone needs to buy for the free shipping to be enabled. And you can also put a free method for the shipping. They have a bunch of methods. I'm just going to leave it ground. You can select any other if you would like. Down over here, we have the same things as before. The error message, the ship to applicable countries, the all allowed countries, or you can unselect this again and select specific ones, just like before. Just gonna leave it like that. And we're gonna leave the debug as no. You do not want to run this as a debug. Next up, we're going to have USPS. I'm just going to go all the way up to close this. And USPS, FedEx, and DHL kind of work in the same way, that you need to have an account to do it. To set it up, you need an account or the key or whatever it says over here, access ID. But first, on USPS, you can enable it. This is the gateway URL where it's going to calculate your shipping. The secure gateway URL, your title, you can select. Also over here, you can change it to USPS, just so people know what they're dealing with. Over here, you're going to put your account information. You can select the mode that you want, development or live. I'm just going to leave it at development. You can also select the packages request type. That is the same thing as the UPS one that we just went over it, to divide it on the equal weight. You can also select the container or like the package that is going to be shipped in. I'm just going to put a variable. You can select a size. If it's a machinable, you can select yes or no over here. I'm just going to leave most things over here. You're going to leave a default as the system value. You can also select the handling fee, just like all the other ones, and the allowed methods for shipping. You can also select the free shipping. There's going to be the same thing. You need to select the amount, the threshold for you to enable the free shipping. I'm just going to disable it for now and go all the way down so you guys see that it's basically the same for everyone. Next up, we're going to have FedEx. As I said before, they're kind of the same and pretty self-explanatory. Over here, you're already seeing all this. Down over here, up here, it's just the keys that you would get from FedEx. And all this information over here you guys seen before. The weight unit, how you're going to drop it off, the packaging, calculate your handling fee, the handling fee price. If it's a residential delivery, yes or no. Usually not, it's a commercial one. And the allowed methods for it. And also you have the free shipping and ship to specific countries. And also remember to not put this as a debug. You need to select no over here. And lastly, on DHL, you guys can see that it's basically all the same, just the basic information for shipping. And that will be it for the shipping method. Next up, we're going to have our payment methods. And on this page over here, you can select the payment methods that you're going to use. For example, we have over here PayPal, Braintree, Amazon Pay, this Klarna, a check or money order, a bank transfer, a cash on delivery, a zero subtotal checkout, a purchase order, and authorized.net direct post. All of these are pretty simple. As you can see, they kind of look exactly like the shipping methods. You can just check them out and they're pretty basic. The ones that are most complicated are PayPal or Braintree, for example, that they have these basic settings that once you enable it, they're going to have also advanced settings that you need to fill out. For example, the vault title, the merchant's account, the advanced fraud protection, debug, the CVV verification if you want the CVV verification, and what credit card types are going to be accepted on your checkout. Also, you can select country-specific settings for the all allowed countries or specific countries and the credit card types. And you also have all of these if you want to enable PayPal through Braintree or a 3D secure verification and also a dynamic descriptors. So this is how you set up a payment method and also your shipping methods. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and as always, have a great day.